No, don't play it again. I can't watch it. I feel sick.
I feel sick that he's lied to us.
That's
Here it is, Channel 7 making him look like a great bloke, never swears. Welcome back to the Better Down Back podcast. Club favourite, probably the favourite son we've got here today. Caleb Serong, coming back off the 4-day break and a bye. How are you feeling? What did you get up to? Bit going on in your house?
Thanks for having me, guys. It's good to be in here nice and early. It was a great break. It's always nice to have a few days off and just recharge the batteries, especially mid-season. It can get pretty overwhelming this time of the year, so nice to have a few days off and just recharge the batteries and ready to go for the second half of the year.
Beautiful.
Amazing. We will get deeper into that proposal story a bit later. Did you have a good break as well, Jordan? How was Dumbledore?
It was good until my ute age decided, it wasn't her fault, but she wanted her car parked in my garage and my car was parked behind it Monday morning, or whenever we come back, fell on the weekends, during the week. And she goes, do you want me to move your car, or do you want to move your car? And it was like early in the morning, so I'm not getting out of bed, just take my car to work. And she got rear-ended on the way to work, so...
Of course, in your car.
Yeah, the poor old Hilux jumping through a few hoops to try and sort that out, but it's going to be a long and painful process. But thankfully, she's okay, and it wasn't her fault,
yes.
So the last thing she needed, but we're all good. So my break was great. Dealing with
the cars and the panel beaters, but my break was good. Great. And then last episode, how do you think we went? What do you reckon? Caleb, have you listened at all to the potty, or?
I listened to the snippets of Sharpie, and hopefully I can be a bit better than Sharpie was, but I thought you guys were great.
No, of course, it was our last episode though, and he was very good at actually.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff I did not know about him.
Did you get a word in with Corbs?
Well, I mean, did he get a word in with Corbs and I? He's probably where it was at, but I can't believe his eye injury. Just like, I can't even fathom being in a dark room for a month and not doing anything. That's just wild. So anyways, but the feedback's been great, I think, on the YouTube channel as well as the Instagram. The comments have been awesome, so...
Anyway, enough beating around the bush. We're going to get into it. Caleb, we have a few things to address straight away, and we might as well jump straight into it. The proposal, talk me through it. Unpack the story. Any hiccups, nerves, how are you feeling?
Yes, that was a big part of my 4-day break, was the proposal and the engagement, and fair to say the kind of few weeks leading up to it I was pretty nervous. It all ran pretty smoothly on the day though, which is good. Preparation is key, Clarky, so you can come to me for a bit of advice if you need when the time comes for you, but it was very nerve-wracking. I never really kind of crossed my mind how nervous I'd be, just to make sure. It wasn't even that I was hoping she was going to say no, but it was just more the fact that you want everything to go smoothly, like you put everything in place, and any hiccups you get a bit nervous that how it's going to run. You only get one chance at it, so in the end it all went smoothly, and we had a great lunch, and then had all my family around for a big and friends, and for a bit of a party afterwards, which is nice.
Brilliant. Sounds amazing. I know you've probably spoke about this on the radio as well. How many times have you told this story so far?
A few. There's been a fair few conversations and questions, which is great. It's good, but it was it's been told a few times. It's done the rounds. And
did you plan the whole thing? Like, you knew exactly what you were going to do? Chloe obviously went out for breakfast that morning, and then you just had it all ready.
Yeah. I had a little bit of help from a few friends, and I had Andy and Liz come over in the morning and help set up and sort everything out. Andy wasn't doing much of the creative stuff. He was just putting the alcohol in the esky. But it was a lot of help from a few people. But it was kind of all planned out. She was getting out of the house nice and early, and had a few hours. Had about 3 hours to get everything sorted. Had everything planned. Kind of at a friend's house. I just had to go pick it up and come and set it up. And had a chef there ready to go to make a nice lunch. So it's beautiful.
Amazing. I love it. Anything you want to add, George?
No.
Anything that you would have added to the preparation there?
Certainly not. As we'll get to find out, Caleb's pretty thorough in everything he does, and I think he'd have me covered on every single phase, so I will not be adding anything to that.
absolutely incredible. Now, are you moving forward?
Yes, to the more famous topic that I really want to talk about is the vomit gate. Did you
That
actually,
did the rounds as well, didn't
did
it?
you actually throw up 6 times?
I don't know about 6, but I definitely
That
threw
was the
up.
number you were running with. And we've got some vision here, and we just need to watch it. So
I actually have a fear
is
of vomit.
Dry reaching count as well? No.
No, I don't know. Brett, is it that?
oh, there's one.
If it's just water, I can watch. Oh,
Two.
nah, I
Righto.
can't.
So 2. What's that?
Nah,
3.
I can't watch that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh no, he's counting. You can count.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
counting.
watch.
Hey, that's all. I don't know how you know in me.
Right. Okay.
No, but this is only one clip of vision. There could have been other clips that Brett didn't get.
I'm gonna.
So myth busting here, are we?
Yeah,
Myth
3.
bust-
3. Right. Okay.
3 with the dry reach at the start, so
Yeah.
No, don't play it again. I can't watch it. I actually watch it. I feel sick.
I feel sick that he's lied to us. No, it's actually pretty impressive. I've never done that on the footy field. So have you done it?
No, I've never done it. It was a really strange feeling for me. Yeah, that was definitely a new experience, and it wasn't very comfortable. But after the game, it actually made my guts feel a lot better after the
Yeah.
game, and I had nothing in there, so it was good.
I
But
feel like that's just lactic though. Like anyone that ran like a 200-meter run, I feel like back in school days that would be the only time I've ever vomited is that 200-meter run and then spewing. But never got to that point in the footy game.
well, that's what I felt. It was Jack Crisp. It was when we they kicked it, we shot the point, and then they kicked it out, and it was kind of a fast play ball.
Yeah.
And Chris got out the back on me, and he's fast, and I had not much left in the tank. I was running backwards, and I just tongued it for 150, and then that was on the back end of that, so I didn't have much left, and lucky the boys held on a few of those D50 stoppages because I wasn't offering much.
But surely that is like blood rule. Like it's a bodily fluid. Surely you can use this to your advantage. Spew on day course, he has to go off. You beauty. Like, go on.
No.
I think he copped a fair bit of flack in the media, and as a result of it, I reckon.
You deserve a bit of flack for lying, Caleb. 6 times.
No.
No.
Well, there's no.
But you weren't
every
right.
good story's got a bit of mayo on it.
Yeah,
Fuck, you know
that's
that.
true.
That's Andy Brayshaw, so.
Yes. Andy loves the Murray. He's got that many tubs of it at home. You were mic'd up though that night, so didn't have anything to do with, just trying to overexert yourself for the
What you
camera.
did see before that was I had my fingers down my throat trying to make myself throw up for the effects of it.
Yeah,
But
perfect. Then it just came.
and actually, and it worked well in the end. Just a bit of mayo on the story of the camera and the mic. I know that we didn't have the sound on that, did we? No, that wouldn't have been
No,
great.
don't. No sound.
Oh, we better.
Actually, I think the sound's what gets me and the smell. Anyways, I thought the mic'd up, by the way, was really, really good. I thought it was awesome. I think that's the stuff that
Didn't
we
get
want
the
to
part
hear.
where he swore at me 5 times when
Oh.
he told him to kick it to me.
I said,
Oh,
Well, then we went back and looked at the vision. The kick probably wasn't on, so I thought no.
I think it was just an F off part of me. That was all it was. I think I got sprayed, and then I just went back there and said, that's
Here
some of
it
the
is,
stuff.
Channel 7 making him look like a straight bloke, never swears.
Was it future captain material? Tell him this team.
Lost my vote after that game. No.
That's great.
All right, my favourite segment, Anchors in Action, where we highlight the good.
Hey, put on your Superman coats, boy. It's Wolfie time. Let's go. You go.
Just so Caleb's got a bit of context, this is obviously where we highlight the good in the club. And for context on Jordan lacking preparation, we've actually got my answer written down here with a blank space next to Clarky. So let's hope he's actually thought about this. But this is Jordan's lead, so I won't talk too much, and I'm just going to go straight with Liv and Kelly from events. I'm going to shout out for them. We had our family function welcome on the weekend, Saturday morning, and they organised absolutely everything, like the proposal down to the T. They had the balloons, the slideshow, presenters coming up, as well as Ian and Ariana, our chefs, had pancakes, omelettes. It was just incredible, and I think they do so much. So thank you, Kelly and Liv.
I'm very good at what they do.
Keep bringing back Wharfie time, because we love it.
Seba.
Okay. Oh, you did actually message me and say have a bit of a think about this last night, so I'll Not a specific incident, but someone that kind of does a lot of work behind the scenes for me is Paulie Salas. And me and him have a lot of banter, and I give him a fair bit of grief, and he gives me a fair bit of grief too. But for him, what he does kind of day to day behind the scenes, and especially on our away trips, for me, I didn't really realise until probably this season, chatting to him and Springer, what they do when we get back from an away trip. We get back at 9 or 10 o'clock sometimes at night, and they get loading the truck up and bringing it back to the club and unpacking it, putting everything in the wash, because if they don't do that, everything's going to go mouldy after a game, all the dirty clothes and everything. So they're not out of here until midnight, and we're going home and having a nice sleep. So those two guys, and especially Paulie, because I give him a fair bit of grief, so I thought I'd give him a little shout out here.
Yeah, amazing.
No, very good, very good. I also had Paulie last week, but he also, I threw Springer in there because you get 2 for 1. Yeah. Well, this week I'm going for something a little bit different, but not different. It's
okay to be different.
I'm going to go for Sturge, our new forward development coach. Yep. Tough move to move a young family and yourself, the partner, across to the other side of Australia and to go after a career that you want to go after. And I feel like he's fit in really well at the club. He's, the way he helps the young boys, brings a bit of a different sort of outlook and brings a lot of fun, bit of banter, and also helps the boys get a lot better. So, Sturge for me this week, and I think he's doing a great job, and hats off for him because it's a big move for anyone. So
he's added the bookshelf as well to the place.
Yeah, he's got some nice touches in there.
Wow.
Drizz, it was my goal last week. I got the pump up for, so it's your week this week. After everyone's finished up there and nominated some people, we just want to give you a shout out for your WA Young Achiever Award last week. Well done. Not sure what you have to do to win that, but well done. Are you young anymore?
We love it.
That's a back end compliment if I've ever seen
one. Are you young anymore when we're pretty much all the same age?
Yeah. Well, we're 23 and 4. That's getting old, isn't it? I thought young was like a teenager.
Under 30. Young enough to do some things.
We're getting old in the footy scheme of things, but we're still young in terms of
we're still young.
Yeah.
We do love a backhand compliment to each other. But in all due respect, well done. It's a great achievement.
Really appreciate it. Thanks to your dad for employing me at Perth as a coach, because that certainly helped. But no, thank you. Really appreciate it. And I guess just on shout outs as well, I have one just within the W program. We had Jess Lowe, who's a long time listener of the pod, finish her law degree a couple of days ago. So I just find that absolutely incredible. That's 6.5 years, and she's now a lawyer. Yeah, amazing. Anyway, well done, Jarlo.
Yeah, well done.
How goes the next section? Because you guys didn't have a game on the weekend, we just have extra bits as the title. So I suppose we're just going to touch on the big freeze to start with. Huge game, Collingwood versus Melbourne on the Monday. Did you guys watch? Do you watch when there's a bye round? Or what do you...
I didn't really on the weekend, to be honest. I didn't watch a heap of footy.
That's good to have a break.
Yeah, I was just kind of, a little bit sick of footy, so I definitely listened into the big freeze and watched a bit of the game. We had training as well, so we were here for most of the day, so we didn't really get a chance to sit down and watch it, but it's always a big game and love tuning into that day.
Such a great game to, I guess, raise awareness around MND. We actually have our PDM here, Player Development Manager, her and her family raised $400,000 for MND when her dad passed away. So I just think that's just a huge feat, and I think if more people are doing that around the country, then the better off we are. So
very impressive. I mean, you see the support from all the beanies, like just the blue beanies floating around. You don't see any from kind of game 5 or game 6. Like everyone buys new ones every year and shows their support that way. I've got no doubt there'd be a lot of people across the country to have all. I think it's 10. Is it 10 or 11 now? Yeah. So, and a lot of people have beanies from every year, which is just a testament to the support from the whole country, which is great.
Very, very powerful.
So, getting to the back end of the extra bids, and it is a great cause, and well done to the PDM. Yeah, that is a great effort for her and her family. And very sad story, but moving on to the next part, we had a little segment during the week, and Caleb, you said if you weren't a footballer, you'd be a cricketer.
I would be.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually versed each other state 15.
Yeah, right.
When you played for Vic Country, I played for WA.
Yeah. You
How
made
good.
the Australian team. I didn't.
It's beauty.
Thought I was stiff as a board not to make it. But
Bowler, batsman.
Seven did neither, I don't think.
Oh yeah, that's
I was both.
both. Yeah.
Neither of
New
both.
It's actually so funny. I spoke to your mum in the week.
Oh,
Was
God.
that? God bless Tanya. She's a ripper. About what you wanted to be, and then she basically your family keeping you humble said, "Well, what if football and cricket just don't work out?"
Yeah.
His next option was tennis. So
Right.
Yeah, so I was growing up. That's all I really wanted to do is play sport, and I didn't play much. I played one season of tennis. That must have been in that season where she asked me
I'm
about.
good.
Yeah, it was footy and cricket for me growing up, as most kids growing up were, and yeah, love both. But yeah, I think the decision, or it wasn't really a decision, and the decision was made for me in the end. I wasn't good enough for cricket, so.
Beauty.
Yeah, and then a couple more. So Sebbit said he'd be playing for the Lakers, which is standard Sebbit.
Yeah.
All,
Basketball at the club.
all you can do is dunk though. He's not
No.
getting out of the queue.
Well, I hope he hears that.
And he needs to clean his locker as well.
Yeah. That,
Yeah. No, that whole thing. That's not allowed. Like, surely the protein shakers as well. Like, protein stinks in general. Number one. Number two.
So does milk.
Sorry, so does milk. The first thing to get mold on it is milk and protein, and then he's got these shakers in his locker. That's not. Who's had this hard conversation here? Like,
well, Seb was actually part of the leadership group, so I think that falls on his shoulders.
Clarky's part of the one of the heads of the fine committee, so if it's not fine, I'm not sure what is. Yeah.
But Sebbit, that will not be cutting the mustard at the Lakers, mate. It's extraordinary.
I don't think LeBron would be happy with that.
No.
Yeah, LeBron wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, snap, yeah. Bailey Banfield, environmental scientist. Don't know what they do, but that is very banners. You're smart.
doesn't surprise me at all.
I can
He's
see that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's implemented the green bins around the club.
He's got a green thumb. He's got a green thumb.
So, moving on, Seba, we were going to go to your upbringing of footy, but we wouldn't be able to get through your long list of achievements and all your footy stuff because it's quite ridiculous for a 23-year-old. At 9 years old, after watching Xavier Dersma kicking on both feet, you started kicking every night on your left.
This is true.
Is that true?
Is it like
Yeah.
vomit 6 times or?
Nah, might not have been every night, but it was. I don't know where you got smart. Probably mum. You spoke to mum, didn't you?
Oh, good.
But yeah, no, left foot was a big focus from a young age. My old man, as well, kind of gave that feedback and instilled that in me. And yeah, I'm not super quick, so I don't really have the speed to get back onto my right foot, so I needed to be able to kick on my left.
And your left foot
Paid
is
off.
better than my right foot, so...
Well, I can only kick at 25 metres, so.
It seems to be doing a good job when I get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. We need
So,
to start reading.
there is quite a long list here. You've only been playing for 4.5 seasons. I'm now in my 6th and I have not achieved one of these things. So, AFL Rising Star, 2021 goal of the year against West Coast, 2021 Glendon medalist, Glendon Allen.
That is actually a tongue twister. So
Yeah.
you did okay.
Choked. Right, and then Ditto, 2023 Doig medal, 2023 All-Australian, 2024 broke the club record for most disposals in a single game with 46. 2024 broke the club record for most clearances in a single game with 17. Before your bye weekend, you were number 1 in the league for clearances and ground ball gets. And the last point, you are simply ridiculous.
I was going to say scary good.
Scary is ridiculous. How do you feel? Is it humbling? How do you feel? Like it is quite a substantial amount of stuff you've got on your little rap sheet here.
Yeah, thank you for that, Clarky. That was nice to sit through, but it's been a pretty whirlwind kind of first 5 seasons, and obviously throw COVID in there for my first year, and everything kind of went along with that, and hubs and everything, and it's I've had a kind of good introduction to AFL footy, and for me, coming into the league, all I wanted to do was kind of play and get into the team as quick as I can, and it took me to kind of round 4 of that first year, the first 3 weeks. Kind of was emergency and couldn't quite get in, and we had a really strong midfield, and learned a lot from guys early in my time here, and Fifey and Dave Mundy, about just professionalism, and then I had guys around our age, these young guys that we've got now that you see that are kind of a bit more senior around the group, but Andy was going to his 3rd year, Adam Cherry was going to his 3rd year, Lloyd Meek was going to his 3rd year. These kind of guys that I kind of came in and spent a lot of time with, that they kind of instilled a lot of hard work and dedication and work ethic in the young group, and from there that kind of gave me confidence that kind of go out there and kind of do what I wanted to do. And I think I spoke about it at the Dog Medal last year, but what Andy kind of did the year before as a fifth-year player, I think it was, gave a lot of confidence to me that you can kind of, from a young age, you don't need to wait to be able to have an impact at AFL level. And that kind of, gave me a lot of confidence going into the off-season and pre-season about what I wanted to achieve going forward, and not just in 3 or 4 years, but kind of now, and kind of not putting any ceiling on what that was. And credit to Andy, because he kind of broke those barriers to me in my own head, and gave me that confidence that we can do that as young players.
No, very well done. Sorry,
It's just amazing. Like, you read through this list and you just think, you pinch yourself that you are actually 23. Like, what's to come? Like, I think that's so exciting. I suppose my question would be, what do you see? Like, what do you think your main point of growth was throughout this journey? You obviously mentioned lessons you've learned, but I want to know, what do you think you've learned the most?
I think something I've worked the hardest on is the mental side of the game, and what that brings. And there's so many challenges, and they change week on week and year on year, and everything kind of, I guess, develops and whatnot. But for me, I've done a lot of work with sports psych on that space, and working out what, both in preparation and out in the field, what it looks like and everything. But physically, for me, from a football craft point of view, a lot of it was around backing myself a little bit more and holding the ball a little bit longer and being a little bit more damaging. I think early in my career I could find the footy, but I'd kind of butcher it a little bit, or I'd rush myself and just bang the ball forward as far as I can. And sometimes I still do that. I don't use Clarky as a feedback option, but
Off Clarky.
I wouldn't either. I'm probably number one in the league. Claims.
But that's been a big growth area, and through talking a lot with JL and Joel Corey around just trusting myself a little bit more, and embracing those mistakes, and coming back to the mental side of the game. It's a big part of it. If you're worried about the mistake you're going to make or getting caught holding the ball, you're not going to kind of give yourself that extra second to kind of scan options or see it. But that's something that I've tried to grow in training, and train that, and just embrace. If I was to get caught holding the ball or make a mistake, it's okay, because I'm doing it in the search of being a more damaging player, and understanding what that looks like, rather than just taking the easy option all the time. So that's still a massive area of growth for me, and see guys that just break lines and take the game on, like Clarky. I'm not going to have the speed that Clarky's got, but if I can, in traffic, hold on the ball a little bit longer and test it, I hopefully can release teammates in a bit more space and be a bit more damaging with teammate and a player.
Love it. It's great. And I guess out of all of the list of things, sorry, I'll let you move. Are you ready to move?
No.
What do you think your favourite moment was?
It's a great question. I think aside, if we're going for it, that day that I kicked the goal of the year against West Coast, we hadn't beaten West Coast in 5 or 6 years. Andy was out with suspension, eye gouging, was a dog, and it was it was, we had pretty young. We had Dave, and then Fife was out as well, so we had Dave and Adam Chera, myself, and Sean in the ruck, and that was my second year. And that day, it was kind of the first game. It was a big crowd for me. It was end of second COVID year, and I think we had 40 plus thousand. It sounded like a ridiculous amount of people, and for the fans to get that kind of taste of victory against the arch rival for the first time in 5 or 6 years was pretty cool, and to be a part of that was my favourite day. Aside from the final against Doggies, that was my favourite kind of game I've been a part of.
Brilliant.
Yes, no, he's certainly brilliant. I just sit here going, all right, well, the time your career finishes, this is going to be 25 pages long, I reckon. Jesus Christ. But yes, anyway, moving on to the more fun stuff and a little bit of, background stuff we've got on you, and got a couple of people close to you that have given us some details. And
this is where I get nervous.
We'll just start off the top with, apparently you're a massive softie, which I think most of us know, boys know, but something along the lines of Chloe and Caleb, they've got this beautiful dog, Twix. It's a little fur ball. Don't actually know what it is. Cavoodle? Good.
Yeah, toy cavoodle.
One of those ones. Anyway, Caleb's gone to Chloe, I think we need to get Twix some paw balm.
But I actually think I like Chloe's response the best.
Even better, yeah.
How comes that, babe? Dogs don't need soft paws. They used to live in the wild.
Yeah. I can just picture toy cavoodles wrangling on pigs and that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, the background of me saying that was I've seen on like Instagram and stuff that these little dogs getting stuff rubbed on their paws and stuff, and I was like, that must be to keep them soft, like instead of them cracking or. It's one day just felt Twix's paws and they were really rough. I was like, fuck, they're gonna crack or something like. So I just threw the thing up, just like out of just.
What do you think?
Yeah, curiosity really, and I thought I was going to get a bit of support on the way back, but clearly that's not a thing.
She's shut you down.
Yeah, it was pretty nice to follow up. I don't think that's a thing, Caleb. Like I don't think that doesn't happen. So I was
Hard
like,
hands for hard work.
Actually, pretty funny.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Also, get some chalk in the gym, maybe. That'll do it.
yeah,
I've only ever heard of greyhounds having that because they are racing. Should get the Twix behind the rubber and see.
she chases the birds at the park, that's for sure. But Chloe is very good at keeping me level and pulling me out on my stuff.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Just going to go a little bit off the schedule. We do know that Chloe's the boss of the house. Like, it's well documented. We love Chloe. Beautiful person, and Chloe's awesome and very fun to be around if you get the opportunity. But I just want to go into something that I've got a bit of information. that
No.
Caleb and Chloe are doing a little bit to their house, and Caleb likes to cook a little bit, right? And he set the TV up on the wall, so when he's cooking, you can see the TV. It's fully mounted. Like, got someone in to put it on the wall.
Yeah, of course.
Lounger and set up his way, and after probably 3 months, Chloe's just cracked it.
She's gone,
No,
this is
no,
not
I can't have this. Like, she's gone out, got someone to move it back over there, so Seba can't see the TV while he's cooking. Is that
So
Did you know this at the time?
there's a lot of truth to this, and I'll explain what happened. So when we moved into the house, the lounge room has 2 walls you could put a TV on. One's a big white wall, which you'd think would probably be a more logical option.
Yeah, sure.
But it's on a wall where you're only seeing it. It's restricted the access here to the TV. And the other one's got 2 windows there and there's a wall in the middle. So it overlaps the windows, which I didn't really think it was an issue with. But Chloe being now an interior designer and very specific with her house items and the way they're set out.
So that is being boss of the house.
Being the boss of the house, yeah.
Don't try and
This was-
Okay, there's nothing wrong with
He's
this.
just trying to not
This
throw
was the
fun
one-
bus here.
This was the one decision that I thought I was able to make with the house.
Yes.
There wasn't very many others at all.
None.
And then we
in
did
fact.
renovations and there was also 0 like to make. But that's okay because it was great. But I had it up on this wall and then, yeah, it was about 12 months in. So we got through 12 months and we were just starting to do renos and the Sparky come around and I got home from training one day and I looked up at the wall and there was a print up there, like a bit of artwork. Where's the TV? And I had to walk around the corner, it was on the other wall. And she's got it mounted up on the other wall. So not even like just put it on something.
No.
Like fully got it taken off that wall with the mount and mounted on another wall. She knew I wasn't going to be at home that day, so she got away with it. And to be fair, it has grown on me. And I just when I'm cooking, I just use the iPad instead of the TV. So.
The old feedback sandwich here. It's like, oh, I didn't like it, but it's okay. You know.
Like I've learned. It sounds like even if you didn't like,
I've
it, you
learned
won't
to
get
like
your own way.
So that's the thing. That's a very big part of it. And with our renovations for our bathroom, it was that's a similar story I tell about the tiles. I really liked these tiles, these feature tiles, and they were great. And I picked them out, and I decided on them, and I said, I think this is the way we should go. And she liked them. So that was, but the story I tell is if she didn't like them, we wouldn't have been going with them. Doesn't matter how much I like them.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna be Team Chloe here, just for a second. In that, you stick to what you're good at,
Yeah.
and that's kicking a ball around. Chloe is the interior designer. She can make the decision.
If she wasn't the interior designer, if it wasn't her trade and her job, I would, I'd push back a little bit more. But it is not my specialty, and it is hers. So
We'll just go rattle off a few other
Your favourite colour?
questions. Yeah, go on.
is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke. We're waiting.
Black.
Oh,
No, so-
that's the biggest lie.
Yeah,
Well-
because last week on the radio you said canary yellow.
Yeah. So that was it. That was a bit of a joke.
I actually hope that the West Australian write an article tomorrow that is headlined "Caleb Serong's a serial liar."
So if you listen to that, I'm pretty sure I said black on there as well, but Chloe and I have been joking about this because we were doing that game on the radio and we were kind of trying to prepare ourselves a little bit. And we were like, oh, I'll have to ask what's your favourite colour.
Yeah.
And I was like, just like black and stuff count as a colour.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know, it's pretty boring. I was like, I like canary yellow. And Chloe thought, which again took the piss out of me. Thought it was the funniest thing ever. So I said it on the radio as a bit of a gag, but yeah, there was no background to it. So
Another.
I do like canary yellow though.
You do?
Yeah,
That's great. You can own that. That's beautiful. What is the worst part about the beach for you?
all of it. It makes me so anxious.
What?
So the sand, first of all, and the sand has grown on me a little bit. Not to a point where I enjoy it, but to a point where I can stand it. I can deal with it.
I can stand in the sand.
Yeah, but now just everything that goes along with what's in the water and all the creatures in there and stuff just freak me out.
That's fair enough. And then finally, you're a bit of a trendsetter growing up, and you probably I'd love to see you bring a few of these back. You used to have a rat's tail.
Yeah, that was really early days.
The Justin Bieber side fringe.
I think everyone had that though, surely.
No.
I had some horror haircuts.
No,
And
the
then
next one's my favourite.
One summer, had his hair dyed to look like a soccer ball.
I saw it.
Sharon printed on the side of your head.
I think these days you just get it shaved into your head, when you know, like just.
That's the dye.
Yeah, it was a bad. Well, I blame mum and dad. I was under 10 years old at this point, and I'm getting these haircuts. So they were letting me be me. Great, awesome. But like, in hindsight, surely you step in and say, son, you're not getting that haircut.
Yeah.
It's not going to look good. You're not going to look back on it very fondly.
Actually, I'd love to see Caleb Serong, number 3, run around with a rat's tail.
It's Conor McDonald from Hawthorn's got a bit of a rat's tail, but it's not. It's like blonde out the top, so it might make a comeback.
I think it needs to. Alrighty, we're not getting defensive now.
I don't like Fred. I've never liked Fred.
Nah, that's a lot of feedback on Twitter, so I don't. I'll take that back.
Caleb, what is the worst thing about having a locker next to Sean Darcy?
Smell.
Best dressed teammate.
Brandon Walker.
Favourite board game? The beach hates board games.
Andy. It's not a ball game, but who knows?
Yeah. Death row meal.
Nobu.
Yeah, nice. Interesting.
Just the whole menu. Yeah.
Last time you called your mum?
Early in the week.
What are you most afraid of?
The beach. Nah.
Set.
Sharks.
Coffee of choice?
Strong latte.
Pre-game superstition?
Tried to cut these out.
Oh, sorry. Cut the question.
No, sorry. Cut superstitions out. I wouldn't say I have. Getting there early. That's about it.
Your best junior footy moment?
Playing state under 12 school boys in Darwin. That was a lot of fun.
Name another team you followed in another sport.
Carolina Panthers in the NFL, which it's a bit deflating at the moment. You suck.
And the biggest name following you on Instagram?
Probably Bailey Smith. He's probably got the most followers here. Or maybe Minwoo Lee, actually. I'll give Minwoo a shout out. Yeah.
Beauty. All right, moving on, Jordan.
Yeah, so the McFarlane medal, no game this week, so there's no real votes we can hand out or suggestions, but we do have a few things we just want to talk about. And Seba, you are a very integral part of our team, and you do see the game quite well. So how do you think Josh Draper's going? He's holding his own under the guidance of Coxie. How have you seen him since he slotted into the team?
No, he's been great. I think what he did for the pre-season gave everyone a lot of confidence in him when he came in, when Coxie went down early in the year, and that he was ready to go. It wasn't just like a throw him to the wolves and let him go. It was he was ready, and he's been great. He's had some big matchups, and his composure and just looks like he's never phased. He's super calm down there. You'd probably know more, but playing alongside him, but yeah, he always kind of picks the right option, very composed, with the ball in hand, and just gets the job done, which has been great. He's been very, very good for us since he's come in.
I think just speaking on Coxie, he is back next week, but I think it's just so great that he can be a mentor for a young player like Josh. And I think not only Josh would have learned a lot, but I think other players in the group as well, with how, I guess, the circumstance wasn't great for Coxie, but he's still made to make a positive out of it by helping Josh Draper, and obviously it's paying off for Josh on the field. And how exciting to have him hopefully back next week as well. We know Waffle, AFL, either way, we're keen.
Yeah, get some minutes, I think, through for a couple of weeks and build his tank and stuff. But yeah, he's both what he's done physically himself in terms of his gym stuff and crossies and all that, and then his leadership's been awesome.
Yeah, no. And Caleb, your favourite defender of the year so far? Who?
He's waiting.
Nah, it's not that open.
Nah, can I say someone in the Waffle?
Yeah.
Of course.
I want to get around Huey Davies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a character around the group. He brings a lot of laughs, but once he gets out on that field, he's one of the most what's the word? He just gets his job done, and the boys love playing. He doesn't get beaten. He's extremely competitive when he's out there, and he's just for his growth in the last 2 years since he walked in the door, and
Unreal.
off field his professionalism. But yeah, on field, he just gets the job done, super courageous, and I want to give him a shout out because he's shown a lot of improvement.
Yeah, no, that is a very good call from Big Hugh Sledge Davies.
And the last point, I suppose, Caleb, have you ever played back?
Very rarely. I don't have the speed, so Lukey thought I might have got my backline licence last week, and against Melbourne I got back and supported the boys a few times.
You've just lost it after you didn't nominate one of the A1.
What do you reckon? How do you reckon he'd go?
Yeah, he'd be good as a seventh defender. Start on wood. Could be, wouldn't he?
When the pace goes out of the game a little bit, just come
The
on.
way he's going, he'd probably be full ball straight and full back.
You probably would. Brett's put in here too small, question mark. We're never going to comment on your height, Caleb.
There's forwards that are smaller than me.
Yeah.
I'm playing on them.
That's exactly right.
I'm not playing on a tall forward.
Well, let's just hope that this week's game against the Doggies at Marvel, you're not actually playing in the back pocket and we have you in our midfield. How excited are you guys to play under the roof?
Yeah, I don't mind playing on the roof. You walk in there, you know what conditions you can get. It's perfect. Yep. So it's fast deck there. It's always speed. So Clarky loves it, and you'll be running up the middle. And yeah, we love going to Melbourne, travelling. It's good. There's always a lot of fun on the flights and stuff, which is great.
Great.
Yeah. And I love playing at Marvel. The roof shut means it takes away the rain, the wind.
It should help you hit your
More
targets, but I still find ways to miss them.
You can kick, goals, I reckon.
I did swing past Jail's office yesterday and just put my hat in the ring to say if the forward goes down this week, he told me to go away politely.
To F off, Clarky.
What I told you to do. Yeah, he told me to go away politely. So.
And just to wrap it up, Caleb, how do you think you went on the podcast and how do you think you'll go this weekend?
Excited for this weekend. Really excited. I think the group's had a great week and great preparation, so I'm excited to see how we go. And I think I went okay. I'm not 100% sure. I guess I'm sure the listeners will give me the feedback, so I'll scroll through the comments and have a look what they think.
Yeah, no, I think they'll be giving us the feedback.
We're a little bit stuck for time because we've got to get to a few meetings this morning, but no, I thought he did very well.
Great. He's good under pressure.
Yes, he's very good. Give him the ball when he's under pressure because he's better than most.
Beauty. Well, thanks for listening. Better Down Back, episode 3.